Hola a todos y bienvenido a semana 4 de Monday Munchies. Welcome to week 4 of Monday Munchies. You'll notice I'm wearing the same outfit as I will be wearing in week 5 because the dish that we're making today, you have to soak for like 12 to 15 hours. So I'm starting that today on the same day I'm making week 5 because I didn't really realize that. I mean, I realized it. So I'm starting that today on the same day I'm doing week 5. Doing them a little backwards. I kind of have a time crunch with the convention coming up, so I'm doing these on the same day. But next time you see me for this recipe, I'll be in a different outfit because it'll be the next day because I'm literally going to let these sit all day until tomorrow morning. But what's the recipe we're making? I know, I hear you. We are going to eatperu.com again, link below in the comments, to make a carapulcra, which is like a pork stew, potato stew dish. And the origins of this one are really neat. So just like a couple of our other recipes that we've done, this originated with the indigenous people of the Andean mountains, specifically the Aymara and the Quechua. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing. What's cool about this dish is that it's like a mix of a bunch of different preparations and ingredients all put together over the years to make this dish what it is today. So we'll start off with where the dish originated. It originated in the Andean highlands, and the name comes from the Aymara and Quechua word for this dish, which is, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing, Carapulcra. And it meant stew made with hot stones. And they most likely used alpaca or llama meat for it. But then the Spanish came in, conquered, did their thing. And they brought with them animals like pigs and chicken. So pork and chicken ended up replacing the llama and alpaca meat in the dish. And then you had the African slaves coming into Peru. And they added a kind of strange ingredient, if you ask me, but peanuts. We got peanuts in this dish, so it's gonna be like nutty and meaty and stewy and potatoey. That's pretty interesting. Also, just a fun fact, February 10th is National Carapulcra Day in Peru. So there's that. So we're gonna break tradition for this first part of this recipe. I'm not bringing you to the counter. Oh my gosh. The audacity. All you need is this. The papa seca amarilla, which is the yellow dried potato. It is from Peru. It's got the little Peru symbol there. And you're gonna literally take this, put it in a pan and roast it for a few minutes. And then you're gonna cover it in water and it needs to sit. I assume because it's dried, it's gotta like soak up all the moisture. So I will see you over at the stove where we're gonna roast these up. Okay, we are at the stove. We have Mom Pan again. La! I gotta come up with a little theme song for Mom Pan or something. She's pretty cool. We gotta come up with one for her. She's special. And we have this literally on just a low heat. I'm taking our papa seca amarilla, popping them in there. And you don't want oil, nothing. You don't want to put anything on this. You don't want to put oil on this. I'm drinking my coffee still. Because our potatoes for the other dish are cooling. So, a little behind the scenes magic there for you. Sometimes I do these all in 2 days. Sometimes I do them over the course of 2 weeks. Depends on my time limit and how long I can get the kitchen for. And what the month looks like, how busy it is. Sometimes I bust all the recipes out in the first week so I can edit the rest of the month and I don't have to stress. So this is literally low heat and we are just gonna do this for a few minutes and then pop it in a bowl, put cold water over it, and let it sit for a bajillion hours. Approximately a bajillion. So the pan is hot, just says a few minutes. I'm gonna do 5. I'm just going to stir it so we're getting all the potatoes nice and roasted. All right, hello. Our papas secas amarillas, our yellow dried potatoes, are all done. They've been cooking over there for the 5 minutes. They're pretty toasty. So I'm gonna pop them in this bowl and pour some water over them. So you wanna cover these in double their volume of cold water. So I'm gonna fill it probably to the top. And do make sure your water is cold. That looks good. So all we're gonna do with this is literally put it off to the side. You wanna do it room temperature, and we're just gonna let them sit overnight. It is morning time, so they're literally gonna sit for like a little over 12 hours. But that's okay. I can't really film at night because everybody's home then. So this will have to do. So we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning to make our carapulcra. And for now, I'm gonna set this to the side and let it do its thing. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Adios. Good morning, everybody. It's day 2, Día dos de Carapulcra. Day 2 of the Carapulcra. We have had our potatoes sitting for quite some time now. Will it focus? I hope so. So they're big. They used to be like half this size. But now they're this size. I just wanted to say good morning before we headed over to the ingredients. I am sipping on coffee. My cute bunny mug again. I love it. It's that Amora coffee again. It's okay. It's peppermint mocha today with a white chocolate mocha creamer. I miss my Bones coffee. But when all of my Amora coffee is gone, we will get that back. So let's pop over and see what our ingredients are for this Carapulcra recipe. All right, jet setters. Here we are at the counter. So you have 2/3 pound of pork loin and 2/3 pound of chicken. I did 1 chicken breast. It was about 2/3. It wasn't quite, but I was fine with it. You have 1 teaspoon of cumin. And then at the bottom of the recipe, it said 1 teaspoon of cumin again. So I separated those. I think they might be for 2 different parts of the recipe. You've got a teaspoon of salt, 5 ounces of ground peanuts. Mine are more crushed peanuts because I crushed them myself. I put them in a Ziploc type of bag and rolling pinned them. So they're more crushed than ground, but I'll take it. It's 5 ounces here. They called for 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. I did 3 cloves of garlic. I wanted fresh garlic in here. 1 teaspoon of pepper, 3 cups of chicken stock, 1.5 cups of diced red onions. For me, that was about half of a large red onion. And then it calls for 3/4 cup of ají pepper paste. I have not put more than like a couple teaspoons, maybe max, in any of these recipes. So I'm starting with 1/4, and I will continue to add more pepper paste as we go if I need it, depending on the spice level. Which is what I like about these recipes, is I'm able to quickly adjust them for myself and my family who are not huge spicy people. I like the flavor. I have baby spice tongue. I can't handle it. I know my limits. Oh, you're gonna need some vegetable oil as well. Basically just for cooking up like the onions and the chicken. I didn't measure it out. I'm just gonna put a little bit in a pan. Speaking of which, that's our first step. We have to go over to the stove to cook up our meats. So I will see you over there. Welcome to the stove. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of vegetable oil in there. Basically enough to like coat the bottom of the pan. And we're gonna turn this to a medium heat. And what we're gonna do is sear the chicken. Probably should have waited until this got hot, but here we are. And the pork. Now I did buy sliced pork, mostly because it was cheaper. I'm not gonna lie, meat is so expensive right now. Oh. So it says to just sear this for a few minutes. So I'm not gonna cook it for very long before we start adding whatever else I have to add to it. But I do want to let it cook for a little bit. Alright, so it's been cooking for about 3 minutes. We're gonna add the onions, the salt, pepper, cumin, and that paste. I'm gonna stir this up and we're gonna let this cook for a few more minutes. I'm just gonna add a couple more spoonfuls of that paste. I didn't taste it yet because obviously this meat is not cooked, but I wanted to add it now because I think once we put the potatoes, the papa seca in here and everything else, the chicken stock, I think that'll really dilute it. So we did a couple more spoonfuls. Actually, I'm also going to go ahead and drain the papa seca because we need to put that in next, and it says to drain it. I was wondering if we would. So I'm going to drain the papa seca, let this cook for a couple more minutes, and I'll be right back. Now it's smelling really good. We didn't put the garlic in though, which I'm confused about. Yeah, it doesn't say to put the garlic in here. It doesn't say to put the garlic in anywhere. I'm going to add it in here. I think maybe they just forgot about it, which is fair. As you know, if you've seen any other episode, do that quite regularly. So I'm going to put that garlic in here. It also doesn't look like we're going to need that 2nd teaspoon of cumin. So it's good to know. The next addition is that drained papa seca. All of that in there. And the 3 cups of chicken stock. I'm going to do a quick stir. Get everything incorporated into the broth here. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get it to boil, and then once it boils, I'm gonna set it to a low heat to get it to simmer for about an hour. You do want to stir about every 5 minutes while this is working, and I will be taste testing as we go just to see if I can add a little bit more of that paste, or maybe it will need that other teaspoon of cumin. I don't know. So we'll just taste it as we go and see, and go with that. Alrighty, so it is starting to simmer, so I'm just gonna put it on a low heat now, and we're gonna set the timer for an hour. So I will see you in 1 hour. Do remember to stir this every 5 minutes and taste test it as needed. See if you need to add any salt or more of the paste or more cumin or more of anything. Just taste it, see what you like, and we'll see you in an hour. Bye. It's been an hour, or approximately an hour. I got about 3 minutes left on it, but all the liquid is pretty much gone out of it for the most part. I mean, there's still some in there, and it wasn't like we were looking for it to all evaporate, but the bottom of the pan is getting a little burnt, so we are going to stop cooking it. And I bet you were wondering if we forgot the peanuts. No, sir, no, ma'am. We're gonna put those peanuts in, get them all mixed in really nicely. I did try this. It is spicy, so I did not add any more spice to it. And then we're gonna cook this for 10 more minutes with these peanuts in there. I just wanna make sure they're all coated. All right, I'll see you again in 10. Okay. Look at it. It looks really good. You can just serve it by itself, which is what it showed in the picture. I put mine on some rice, just some white rice. I had some already, so I just heated it up and put it on top of there, but you can eat it by itself as well. I just want a little rice in mine. Although I don't know why, because it's got potatoes. Whatever. I felt like rice was a good choice. We're gonna dig in real quick. I'm gonna try it with just the stew first, and then we're gonna eat it with the rice. But I want to taste the stew by itself. Get in focus. Look at that. It's gonna be so spicy. I tried to bite while it was cooking and it made me sneeze because it was so spicy. It was like right in my nose, but that's okay. The flavor was good, so. Oh. That's hot. I need the rice to cool it. I'm glad I didn't do 3/4 cup. I would have died. But the rice helps dissipate the heat a little bit, which is nice. It's really good though, even though it's a little spicy for me. Whew. So, flavors are good. I really actually like the peanuts in there. I thought it'd be a little overpowering, like if you get like a peanut sauce at a Thai restaurant or something. Oh my god, I just realized I'm in this hoodie. Well, I already started filming in this. I just realized I got cold while I was waiting, so I put this hoodie on. So much for consistency. I've already ruined the dish by mixing it all together and it doesn't look as pretty anymore. So you get me in my hoodie. Sorry. But when you get like peanut sauce in a Thai dish, it's super peanutty, and I guess that makes sense because it is a peanut sauce. It's heavy on the peanut. This was just kind of like added in. It was really good. I like that I did crushed peanuts. It added a different texture to it, which I enjoy. So it's just not all super soft. There's little crunchy bits in there. And I like the nuttiness it added too. The spice, if you're sensitive to spice, only do the 1/4 cup. Don't do the extra spoonfuls that I did. Taste it first. I really thought it was going to dilute more and it didn't, so be careful. I really want to eat it. I keep looking at it because the heat is dissipating now in my mouth and I'm like, ooh, I'm getting those flavors and they're just really good. Let's finish this up so I can finish eating this. This is my breakfast. So this recipe again can be found at eatperu.com. The link will be in the description below. There were no authors specified for this recipe. It's a whole bunch of different people that work on the website all together, so I don't know who exactly to credit, but eatperu.com, definitely go there. But definitely check out this recipe. They have a bunch of recipes up there. Check any of them out that sound interesting and you want to make. If you've made this dish, let us know how it came out, what you did, if yours was super spicy, if you needed more spice. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can know when we post new videos. Definitely check out our merch store on Etsy. The link will be below for that, as well as for our Patreon. Our Patreon is super cool. There's 4 different tiers that you can sign up for. So there's a tier for any budget. Or if you have literally a 0 budget, like I said, the subscribing, the notification bell, sharing the videos, that all helps us out a ton too. So, and that's free, baby. But if you do have some extra funds you'd like to throw our way every month, we have 4 different tiers. They all come with your name in the credits, and depending on what tier you sign up for, you'll get different prints every month from places that we've been. Crossing Borders exclusive merchandise that you'll either get before everybody else as a sneak peek, or that won't be available to the public at all. And if you're at our highest tier, you'll also receive 1 to 2 extra recipes a month that are not available to our general public. That's just for you. That's VIP status. So, and all the money that we get from that goes directly back into Monday Munchies, as well as the Crossing Borders project. And we are hitting the road in December, at the very end of December. We are actually going to Peru. So, any of the money that we get from that will probably be headed to getting us board and food and excursions, I guess. We'll go different places and do some hiking and blah, blah, blah. So, the money will go towards that. So, thank you to all of you who are Patreon members already. And just thank you also for being here, whether you're a Patreon member or not. Just take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and have a good day. Bye guys. Adios amigos.